If you've seen my guide on how to change your followers' equipment, you might have noticed that the pickpocketing tricks do not work with essential NPCs. I covered how followers have an invisible starting set of gear in that guide, and showed you a few tricks how to get them to equip whatever you'd like, or even run around naked. There is a link to that guide in this video description. Normally, essential NPCs will not show their gear or weapons when you pickpocket them, even when they're sleeping, and even with the pickpocket perk Perfect Touch. Say that 3 times quickly. Non-essential NPCs will show what armor they have, as you can see here with Jordis. I showed you a workaround with your spouse selling things in their store. This method I'm going to show in this video works very similar to that trick. So here's how to do this. You do not need any perks for this to work, though some pieces are so difficult to pickpocket that you might want the Light Fingers perk. If you have enchanting skill, several Fortify pickpocketing enchantments will also work. Give your follower armor that is better than their default starting set. They equip armor based on the armor rating given their skill. Some followers have higher skill in heavy, while others have higher skill in light. Keep that in mind and give them an upgrade for their specific armor type. Now you'll notice if an essential follower equips the armor you have given them, their invisible starting set appears in their inventory unequipped when you pickpocket them.
Such a shame. I thought we were getting along so well. I'll head back to Riften if you should have second thoughts.
The same rule applies here as with any other follower. If you take the entire starting set of armor, it will respawn as soon as the follower enters a new area. You must leave one piece of the starting set on them in order to prevent this from happening. Here I show Mjoll keeps her armor set as long as you leave her boots. After giving your essential follower a set of upgraded gear, the first thing you want to do is make a save. If you were caught pickpocketing, you're able to reload the save and then just try again. Notice Cicero's hat is a 17% chance to steal, even with 100 skill and every single pickpocketing perk. For followers like this, you'll want to save after every single item that you successfully pickpocket. So here's a look at what happens with some followers when you take every single item. Upon removing the upgraded gear which you give them, their original set will respawn instantly. So you need to decide which piece of armor you want to leave on them in advance. Factor in what you plan to give them. For example, the first time I left Cicero's hat, this allowed me to change his chest, gloves, and boots, but it really left a lot to be desired because he always had on his jester's hat. Since the main goal of doing this is to get your follower to look unique, I suggest leaving either the gloves or the boots. This works with every essential follower. As long as you leave one item on them, their set remains how you left it, even over time. You can leave the area and come back, and they'll still be wearing only that one item you left on them. Followers with hats can pose problems for some outfits. Hooded robes will not be worn if the follower has a hat, like Cicero. I decided to change him again, this time leaving only the boots. Remember to save in between every single item. His hat took me 10 tries the first time, and a few more tries the next. Finally, success. Loving the hair, man. By leaving only the boots, the possibilities are enormous. We have Sith Cicero, Cicero the Butcher, Redguard Cicero, Pirate Cicero, Celibate Cicero, Cicero the Blacksmith, Ninja Cicero, Miner Cicero, Cicero the Bum, Santa Cicero, Royal Cicero, Archmage Cicero, and finally, now you can even convince Cicero to join the Dark Brotherhood. I hope you can have a lot of fun with this. If you find any other useful things to do with this trick, let me know in the comments.
Listener! Oh, that tickles!